Hello fellow travellers, and welcome again to Wolters World. I'm Mark Walter, and today we've got for you the 5 things you're going to love and hate about visiting Australia. But first, an email. I've got an email here from Mark from Chicago, and Mark says, hi there Mark, I've just been looking at your latest video, 5 things you're going to love and hate about visiting Australia, and I noticed that you seem to have a lot more hair and your accent has changed a bit. That's okay, Mark, I understand completely if you're a little bit confused. As you probably know from other videos, I've visited and lived in various countries, and this video that you're watching at the moment was made a long time ago when I had more hair than I do now, and I'd picked up a bit of an Australian accent. So that's why things perhaps look and sound a little bit different, but I assure you it's the same Mark Walter. Anyway, let's get into the 5 things you're going to love and the 5 things you're going to hate about visiting Australia. And as you know, I always like to start with the bad stuff. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to hate about visiting Australia is it's a long way away. To come from Dallas to Sydney is 15 hours by plane, and to come from Europe down here is 22 hours. So it's a really long way. The second thing you're going to hate comes out of the first thing, and that is it's expensive to get here. Because you've got to fly so far, the planes use lots of fuel, you're up in the air longer, you're going to have to pay more for your airfares. So that's a real downer. But as you'll see when I get to the likes, it kind of balances itself out. The third thing you're going to hate about visiting Australia is the dangerous animals and creatures. Sharks, redback spiders, crocodiles, drop bears, deadly snakes, stingrays, and lots of other things that will kill you. Yes, you may not get out alive, but nonetheless the place is still worth visiting. Just be really careful. The fourth thing you're going to hate is over here they drive on the other side of the road. That is the left side of the road, and they've got some funny road rules as well. So you're going to have to be really careful when you're doing your driving. For example, because they've got trams here, they've got these things called hook turns. You want to do a right-hand turn, you've got to pull your car over to the left, wait till the lights change, and then you turn right and continue on. Very important to know that. And the fifth thing you're going to hate about visiting Australia is it's a really long way to drive from city to city. On paper, on a map, it doesn't look so far from Melbourne to Sydney, but that's 11 hours driving, so it's going to take you a long way. Well, let's get on to the likes now, and believe me, there's a lot to like about Australia. First, let's talk about the unique flora and fauna. Yeah, that includes that stuff that will kill you, but never mind that. There's koalas, wombats, kangaroos, wallabies, echidnas, platypus or platypi, and there's wildlife parks where you can see and sometimes hold a lot of these animals. And there's also great national parks like the Daintree and the Kakadu. Absolutely terrific. Lots to see, lots to do. The second thing you're going to love about Australia is the food. It's amazing, and the duck is to die for. You can get duck à l'orange, you can get Peking duck, you can get duck any way you want. I've been eating nothing but duck since I arrived here, and I'm just getting bigger and bigger, and shortly I'm going to explode. It's just so much duck, it's unbelievable. There are so many restaurants with so many cuisines, and it's all reasonably priced, and you will just pig out here like you wouldn't believe. The third thing you're going to love about coming to Australia is the people. The people are fantastic. In fact, Australians are the greatest people in the entire world. They're very friendly, very opening, very honest, very to the point. Top people, absolutely bonza. Terrific. The fourth thing you're going to love about coming to Australia is the exchange rate. The exchange rate is really good at the moment. Last time I looked, it was about $1 Australian. Bought you about 80 cents US. So your US dollar is going to go so much further over here. And yeah, sure, it costs you a little bit more to come to Australia, but you're going to make that up through the exchange rate as you continue on. And finally, the last thing is that Australia is a pretty safe place. Sure, there's some districts you don't go out to at night time, like most large cities, but basically it's pretty good. And I can get around with hair like this and very little chance of getting beaten up. So, whereas perhaps in some cities in America, I couldn't get away with that. Anyway, those are the 5 things you're going to love and the 5 things you're going to hate about visiting Australia. So we welcome all your licensed subscriptions to Wolters World, and oh, what the heck, the unlicensed subscriptions as well. Just subscribe, okay? And we'll see you in our next video.